Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And there's something up at Lucasfilm. They haven't posted anything on the official Star Wars social media channels for days, over a week.
Yeah, it was weird. I noticed it when we were doing another video like days ago, and then I checked it again. And just the other day on Twitter, I didn't check Instagram and Facebook, and I was like, they still haven't updated. And it was Daisy Ridley's birthday. And I was like, oh, they probably said happy birthday to her. Nothing. There was like nothing.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. We don't know what's going on with their social media. It is odd because they are updating their YouTube. They are posting all kinds of stuff on the blog. And there has been a lot of Star Wars news. You think that at least one of those channels would have said something. I guess on Instagram they had a story about Daisy Ridley, but it's probably disappeared by now, but not an actual post. There hasn't been any actual social media posts on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram since April 1st. That's weird.
Reverse April Fools. No.
Yeah, it's really weird because, like you said before, normally they don't shut up. Now they've gone stretches before without putting a lot of stuff up, but I mean this is
the Star
weird.
Wars brand, and they're trying to double down on it. They're trying to build it back up, and all this other crap they keep claiming. They have all these new things like Andor and Obi-Wan coming. You think they'd be promoting it, and they're not saying anything.
Yeah, so we don't know what's up with that. We know they were looking for a social media manager last year, and it's possible that maybe they hired somebody and it didn't work out very well given all the drama.
Was that last year already?
Yeah, it was like August or September.
No, there was another. They were looking for somebody not that long ago too, I thought.
Oh, they were?
I thought.
Because the post I found was from last August, so maybe they're replacing this person again. I don't know. There's a lot of people working at Lucasfilm. You'd think somebody would fire off a tweet once in a while. But given how some of
they
their...
have no problem firing off tweets, just not on the official channel.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. Before we get into it, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We're over 185,000 subs. Nowhere near the 3.5 million that the official Star Wars channel has, but somehow we get more views.
Even with them trying to throttle us.
Yeah, right? So yeah, I put up an article last night on Pirates and Princesses. Again, you noticed it last week. We did a different video talking about Star Wars.
And I double checked it yesterday when we were talking about it being Daisy Ridley's birthday.
Yeah.
And I was like, they wish her happy birthday because they neglected to mention happy birthday to several, mostly black men that worked in Star Wars. And I went to look and there was nothing. And I was like, this is really weird. They still haven't put anything up.
Yeah, now a lot of fan accounts did. Apparently, they put something on Instagram stories, somebody said on Twitter, but those stories disappear. Yeah, so it's not like a permanent post, happy birthday, Daisy Ridley, unless they're afraid to tweet about anybody's birthday now, given what happened with James Earl Jones and
that was an easy
Billy
fix.
D. Williams.
All they had to do, well, Billy D. Williams was during the time they haven't tweeted. All they had to do to fix it was say, oops, it was an oversight, we're so sorry, and it fixed it. And they refused to fix it. And then they did it to Carl Weathers too, and other people mentioned it. They just refused to fix it. It was easily fixable.
Yeah, so it's kind of weird. Again, something like this, you think they would, even if it wasn't about the birthdays, the fact that Hasbro announced a whole bunch of new Star Wars toys. Yesterday, tons of toys actually looked pretty good. Most of them, by the way, vintage.
Yes, I noticed that. They're the black label or vintage.
Yeah, so they got some really good looking toys. Aura Singh, we got General Lando, we've got Clone Wars and Mandalorian and all this stuff that fans would like, right? And you think they would at least tweet something about it? Nothing. There's nothing. The last post they put up was about this Star Wars Odyssey mashup book.
Wait, an epic poem?
Yeah, yeah. So
I didn't read it. Didn't care.
This was the last thing on the Star Wars Twitter account and also the last posting on Facebook as of the recording of this video. Now in the UK, they're still promoting Clone Wars and all kinds of stuff on there. Mandalorian, Baby Yoda stuff they're promoting.
It sounds like it's a United States social media account. They don't have someone running it.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. So we're like, what's going on? Other than the Star Wars social accounts being suspiciously silent, they both stopped posting approximately the same time. As of writing this article, last Instagram post was on March 31st.
What, the person get in trouble who was running it because they kept doing stuff like, ignoring, black men that were Star Wars actors and then turning around and say they were against racism when it was Christina Ariel?
Yeah, so I'm wondering. Again, this is all speculation. I am wondering if the Christina Ariel situation played into this because they doubled down on their anti-racist stance, but they ignored James Earl Jones.
It's just not just that. I saw people writing articles about how they never defended other people that they went like claiming trans situation. They didn't comment. Like the Gina Carano stuff, they didn't comment. They never defended anyone. Then all of a sudden, that one instance, which if you look into the situation, you actually look at the situation. There's more to it than what they put out there.
Yeah,
there's a reason people were upset. Go ahead.
They didn't defend John Boyega either. Actually, Disney is they're the ones that sidelined John Boyega in the sequels. A lot of us were calling that out. We're like, guys, you can't sit here and say that you're progressive when you had a black character set up to be the lead or at least the co-lead in the new saga, and you turned him into a joke in this second movie.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just, they didn't do anything for those situations. But then the Christina Ariel, they hurried up and came, oh, we don't put up with this. And it's like, then why the heck are you the one perpetuating it?
Yeah. So the last post they had up was about the High Republic. High Republic.
Oh, when you can be somehow, trans and non-binary at the same time?
I don't even understand how that works. Somebody educate me, because I don't understand how that works. If trans means you're switching genders,
because you feel like you're born in the wrong one,
right? Then what? But non-binary means you don't feel like you
really identify in a gender.
So how can you be trans and non-binary?
Yes,
because hashtags for social media clout.
It was for the Trans Day of Visibility. So they were just trying to leverage the Trans Day of Visibility for high fives and points, diversity points. But in a way, I think that's kind of insulting to the people like the Trans Day of Visibility. I mean, I wouldn't be very happy if I was a trans person and they were conflating being non-binary and everything else, and they're just doing it for high fives, not because they actually give a damn. But
that's what they should call it. Star Wars high fives.
No, Star Wars
high fives on Twitter. Yeah, and then that was the last thing they put on Instagram as a post. Again, somebody said that they had Daisy Ridley on as a story, but stories come and go. They disappear. So the YouTube channel is still posting content, but it's getting downvoted.
That's still going on?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
I haven't been there forever. I don't care.
Now, they're putting news up on the official Star Wars blog.
Yeah, that's what I wondered. You said that we looked into it, and then I said, well, are they still blogging? And we went and looked, and yes, they're still blogging.
Yeah, so what's weird is this is an article that was posted on StarWars.com.
Well, and normally they take the blog articles and they put them on social media.
Yeah.
I know because I write the articles on Pirates and Princesses all the time for the Star Wars stuff.
Yeah.
And usually it's shared.
Yeah, and these were shared, right? They were shared on social media. And then we get to the second, and they really weren't doing a whole lot with this. The Vintage, we've got High Republic. They weren't doing a lot with that. War of the Bounty Hunters week. That actually would have been a pretty cool post.
Yeah, week.
Nope, nothing. Star Wars stamps. We've got The Hunt for Han and Bounty Hunters 11. Again, that would have been popular. Ahsoka Tano, that would have been popular. Boba Fett, Jabba. Man, they really like Jabba. Jabba. And, of course, all the new vintage.
That would you think would have been a big post.
Vintage toys, and nothing on their social media channels.
Is that Akbar?
That is Akbar.
What the? Okay. Oh, yeah. You're going to cash in on that after what you did him dirty. That sounds about right for you.
Are they going to give him a clapboard to be like,
it's a rat.
It's a rat.
Then he has a little tear.
A little
resin tear.
Oh, my God. Yeah. So we don't know what's going on. We talked about how other actors, their birthdays were ignored. There's nothing going on here. Now, this is last year.
Now, I could have swore they were looking for somebody.
They might have been.
Just recently, a couple months ago.
This was last year, December.
Okay, that might have been December.
Okay.
That might be the same time. Because, it all blurs together after a while. But December could have been around January, December. That could have been about right. So, yeah.
Now, I went out to LinkedIn to look at whoever the social media manager is at Lucasfilm right now. And the previous social media manager stepped down in August or September of last year. So then we had this ad go up the end of the year. So I'm thinking the person who was tweeting a lot of the controversial stuff might have been the replacement.
Or it could have been somebody filling in.
Well, that's true. But
and then they stormed off in a huff because they got told you just can't, randomly do this shit. It's like, well, I'm not helping you at all.
We have to fight the Nazis. The Nazis are taking over Star Wars.
How are you going to find a Nazi? You don't like the new Star Wars, obviously.
Yeah, so, I mean, look, they've been making a lot of faux pas with their social media. It sounds to me like they're just not even trying now until they get somebody in there that can, not pour gasoline on the fire.
It just seems weird. And their blog isn't posting that much. I mean, they're posting, but they're not seeming to do a whole lot.
Yeah, there's something going on. Now, of course, people they're going to immediately jump to conclusions and be like, that means that Lucasfilm's getting their ass chewed out.
No, it doesn't.
No, in this day and age, I don't expect Lucasfilm to get their ass chewed out because they're going to spin it with the help of some overly verbose and incredibly stupid Raylos. They're going to spin it that the Star Wars haters are a literal hate movement, and it's not us, it's them.
Never mind that, they've done the horrible things they've done. That's okay. It's just everybody else are terrible people. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah, they've basically gone radio silent. Now, blog posts, I mean, again, that would be a different job. Having worked in marketing.
YouTube, different job.
Yeah, YouTube would be a different job. They probably have a team running their YouTube channel, and they have a couple people writing blog articles, but that's not Twitter and Facebook. Now, what's weird is most websites have it set up that as soon as something is published on your blog, it automatically posts it to most of your social channels.
They probably had that, but you have to have somebody babysit it.
Yeah.
You have to make sure that you can delete and hide and you can block and mute people you don't like, so you need to make sure you have someone, monitoring that.
Yeah, you have to be a babysitter. That's your job. What's your job? Twitter babysitter?
Social media babysitter.
Social media babysitter. So I don't know what's going on, guys. Clearly something is up because there is a lot of news to talk about. And just a tweet of like, hey, look at all these new action figures. Go buy some.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If there had been a couple of days, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. But they dropped all the Hasbro Pulse stuff, and they still said nothing. That's why I'm a little, okay, a couple of days, maybe someone's on vacation. We're talking like,
week and a half.
Yeah, a week and a half, and even the big things that they would normally cover because try to get the word out there, and things that the UK version of the Twitter are posting to get it out there, they aren't covering it all. That's where it becomes really weird to me.
Yeah, it is unusual. It's a very I don't know. I mean, you can speculate as to what's going on. There are a lot of rumors that things are not doing very well over there at Lucasfilm. That Lucasfilm and Disney have a strained relationship and all of that. But from our point of view, it looks like Lucasfilm just keeps doubling, tripling down on stuff like the High Republic, and they don't really give a shit what the fans think.
No, you just call them names. When they don't buy your High Republic, it's not because no one wants it and because maybe it sucks. It's because it's all the vocal minority of istophobes that are tanking the entire franchise globally.
Yeah.
How'd that happen?
Golly, I don't know. I don't know. And your YouTube videos are sucking. So clearly it's the alt-right taking your views away magically.
And then, a lot of the things that are being covered on them might be by people that don't agree with them, but at least it's getting coverage. But, any publicity is good publicity. But you shut those people up and then your publicity is going to fall down the toilet.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought about this. It's like, for all the talk of anti-Disney Star Wars fans being Nazis, if you didn't have those Nazis, nobody'd be talking about your shit.
Yeah, at least there's the people who are talking about it. Well, we stopped talking about it. Yeah. And then here they come. I think this whole thing's trying to get Rian Johnson his trilogy. It's all his friends, the friendly media, trying to push for his trilogy.
Well, good luck with that, because I really have no interest.
If you want to flush money down the toilet, you can just give it to us. Call it a day.
Yeah, we will flush it. We'll flush it in a spectacular fashion. Maybe we'd light it on fire, put it in a bag, light it on fire, and film ourselves flushing it down the toilet while humming the Imperial March.
There you go. If you're just going to throw away more money, you might as well just give it to the people who cover you.
Yeah, right. All right. So we're going to wrap this one up.
Yep.
Okay, so please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Bye.